Good evening, class. We're and this is not certainly not going to take very long, I don't think. You've got a quiz number two coming up, and just going to spend just a few minutes reviewing it. And remember, your quiz number two is going to cover modules 7, 8, and 9. It's going to cover life of a claim, you know, payer data repositories, provider data warehouses. So it's those three, not only videos, but PowerPoint slides that have loaded out there on the system for you. And it's only a 10-point question, so it's not going a 10-point quiz, so it's not going to take a long time for you to take it. But I thought I would review it for you, just for, quickly. Go back through those, especially the PowerPoints, and look at them. And we talked about there's one, I think there's a slide on both of those. Maybe it's a life of the claim. I can't remember exactly, but I think it kind of flows throughout the three PowerPoint presentations. But we talked about, what kind of files were considered provider informational files. The three big ones: provider, claims, member files. And then on the provider side of the house, there was a listing of files for them too. I can't remember them all. What we had on the PowerPoint, things like charge masters and financial files and provider files and operational files. Just a lot of different payer and provider files. But just go back and review those PowerPoint slides, and I think you'll do well. When we talked about the life of the claim, we spent a fair amount of time talking about the three phases of a life of a claim. You've got the pre-adjudication phase, you've got the adjudication phase, and you've got the post-adjudication phase. And I think there was at least one slide on each one of those adjudication phases that outlined kind of what happened. Here's what happened in the pre, and here's what happened in the adjudication. Here's what happens in the post. And then, we kind of went through a lot of information that happened in each one of those three phases. Then we talked about the benefits of data repositories, information warehouses. We talked about the disadvantages, the downsizes of both of them for both providers and payers. And I think what we decided, or what we found as we worked through it, is when you're talking about benefits and disadvantages for both providers and payers, they're quite similar. You had similar threads flowing through both of those presentations. In one of the presentations, I walk you through, and maybe on the payer one, I walked you through with some definitions. Here's what a data warehouse is. Here's a data lake. Here's metadata. Here's what a data mart is. Here's what a data cube is. And then we went through several slides on, the last two modules, module talking about payer, module talking about providers, just what providers actually do and how they use and what they end up generating with that information in their respective, data warehouses. And I think if you go through that and just, spend some time walking through those PowerPoint slides, I think you do fairly well on the quiz. And if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. That's going to wrap it up. Like I said, it's not going to take long. It's fairly easy quiz, and I think everybody should do fine with it. Talk to you soon.